Hello guys, this is Sky Network. I teach people about cryptocurrency, forex, and how to make money online. So in this particular video, we are going to be concentrating or deliberating on how to trade boom and crash successfully with the 1 minute time frame. So if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe, hit the subscribe button below to subscribe to this channel. And I want to let you know that any video I post on this channel is for educational purpose only. All right, I'm not anyone's financial advisor, so if you must do anything, make sure you do your own research thoroughly before you do so. So without further ado, some of the students have taught you how to, the previous time I taught you on how to trade on crash 1000, and boom 1000, but this time around I'm going to show you in this video on how to trade on all the indices. You can use this method for boom 1000, crash 1000. You know, the crash, boom is the opposite of crash. All right, so it's just the opposite. Just what you are doing on crash is the same thing you'll be doing, but this, if you are on boom, then is the opposite. So you have to watch very well. So if your candlesticks are green on the crash, your candlesticks are red on the boom. And if your spike is red on crash, your spike on boom is green, while your candlesticks are red. Then you have to turn it upside down. So make sure you take note. On boom you sell, and on crash you buy. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to use trend lines and how to use those indicators that you've installed before. You know, in the previous one we said when this blue line, which is this blue line like this, we said if this blue line, this particular blue line comes down here and is at this level 10, that is when you can enter the market and hold up until either this blue and purple line cross each other, or the red tiny line crosses a green candlestick. All right, that's what we said the last time. And if you are on boom, just like what just like where we are now, if you are on boom, you should know that you will have to look at when this blue line touches, when a spike happens, which is this green spike, and you look at where the blue line is. If it touches this level 90 up here, between level 90 and level 100, that's when you can enter the trade and hold up until this red line crosses any red candle, or this blue line and this purple line down here crosses each other, or both crosses at the same time. But if you are, so you don't want to be, you don't have the time to monitor it, you can set a TP somewhere here. Just look at this, for instance. You can set a TP somewhere here and then put your TP there and go to another trade. But if you have the time to monitor it, then you must monitor it. So without further ado, let's jump into how to put a trend line. And this trend line will avoid you. So you use all of these all of these indicators, the trend line, the indicators, the resistance, the support. You use all of these things to judge the market. So it's not just one thing. So you must get a confirmation from all of these things before you start entering the market. So the first thing you do is you put a trend line. You put all your trend lines in all the markets. So you'll be flipping through them one after the other and be monitoring them. First of all, we said, it's not all the spikes that will occur on crash that this blue line will reach level 10. So the one that does not reach level 10, if you are entering that one, you will need to put just a short TP. Maybe take 2 candlesticks or 3 candlesticks for you to be on the safer side. So you put a TP there, because if you don't do that, any other spike might happen after it goes up a while. So because it's not guaranteed, but the one that touches that level 10 go is guaranteed that you can hold it up. But if you are afraid to lose, you can just put your TP somewhere that is not too far and take a little profit from there. So it's easy. So let's look at this position, for instance. Now another thing you need to know is this is how you get your trend line. Those of you using Android phone, as you can see on my screen, there is a plus sign, there is an F sign, there is this last symbol. So on yours, if you are on the main chart like this, if you just tap on your chart like this, if you tap on it with your finger, a blue circle that is rolling will come up like this. So that blue circle, you will see where you have, I'm sure you by now you know where you can change your time frame, which is on that same blue circle stuff. So that place, you will see this icon here, this third one on my screen on my right hand side, you will see it on that place. So you tap on it, then you pick on this trend line like this one that looks like minus. You tap on it, so you pick it. So now that's how you pick that's where you get your trend line from, in case for those of you who don't know. Then we said the first thing that we need to look at, we said if this if a spike occurred and this blue line touches, make a triangle and touches this level. Let me draw it for you guys. This is where the blue line is. Okay, now let's measure it. You can see it's touching where the level 10 is. So you can see it's touching it. So this is an example. If a spike occurred like this, you see one spike occurred before this one. So that's why whenever a spike occurs, you need to wait for a while before you think of, say, you want to enter the market. Don't just rush to enter the market. You need to wait to see if another spike will happen. Wait for like 2 minutes, or let's say wait for like almost 1 minute or 2 minutes. Wait first. So then if it touches the level 10 like this, you can enter. But before you enter, you need to note where you can put your trend lines. I will show you that, but I want to show you the position. So if you see a market like this that is ranging zigzag, zigzag, zigzag like this, that all the spikes are zigzag, zigzag like this, just know that it's a bad market, and they are not even touching level 10. Look at where it is. So you know that that's a completely bad market. So that kind of market, ignore it. Look for another position. Look at this position again. Look at this place again. You will see where this spike happens, where this particular spike happened. Now if you look at the blue line down here is touching level 10, so you can enter and hold up until, look at what happened here. In this case, the red line did not even cross any candle before it jumped to where the spike happened. So sometimes you just need to measure and don't be greedy. Just put a TP somewhere you know that it will catch it, then leave it and go to another market. So look at this, it happened again. The red line didn't even touch a candle. So you need to look for those positions that it went down very well, that the spike came down and it touches that level 10. Okay, these are the positions. So if you look at all the places that it touched, where you see that the thing worked. So without further ado, let's go on how you can put your trend line, because those trend line will prevent you from getting lost. Now this is crash 500. All right, so once you want to put a trend line, like I said, tap on your screen, those of you using Android. Then those of you using iPhone, you look up on the main chart, you see a plus sign and F sign, and the third symbol is, you tap on it like this, you'll be able to pick on this stuff that is like a minus sign like this. But those of you using Android, if you tap on your chart, on the main chart, a blue circle stuff is going to come out. That is where you are going to be changing your time frame. So you're gonna see this icon there, so you tap on it and you pick your trend line stuff. So tap on it like this, you pick this minus, then you come here. Now you tap on your screen like this, this is the trend line. A trend line will appear like this. Now you have to first of all look at this spike now, for instance, that occurred. Now you see under this red spike, now you are going to see something like a broom, like a needle that is sucking into it. So where that needle stopped is where the market first of all got to. That's the support area. That's where the market got to first of all, before it started doing like it wants to go up. Now another thing you have to know is that you have to also be able to determine if the market is in an uptrend or downtrend. If the market was in an uptrend before and has already made a reversal of coming down, and you are now, is that time that you are now entering the market upward, it will surely go against you. So these things are analysis. So you have to study this thing very well before you say you want to enter market. So first of all, you put your trend line. Now the reason why we put this trend line here is that this is the support zone, the last support zone. If you have been following my lectures, I've taught you what a support and resistance is. So if you are reading your notes, you know what that means. So this is the last support zone. So now we are putting our trend line here, and this is this point here. Now for instance, this point is the second support zone. So mostly we are not going to be focusing on the support zones that much, but nevertheless, let's say for instance, instead of us to put let's put another trend line on this second support zone. Let's pick another trend line, let's put it here. So what that means is that we are trying to say, if the market pulls back and crosses this trend line, this second support trend line, it means that the market is going to go down. That's what it means. So right now, this position here is one resistance. All right, and this position here, okay, let's say this position here is one resistance, so you can see all the resistance. So let me put this trend line in all the places we have resistance. Now this is a resistance point, and this is another resistance point. Well, the one up there, well, this is another resistance. Okay, so right now we are succeeded in putting trend lines here. So this is how you trade the market. Let me remove all these marks. So right now the market is here. Where the market is now, we can say, for instance, maybe we can just take one candlestick in this place, because the market has already gone far and is about to get to this resistance point. So there's something there that is pushing the market backward. It might push it backward again. So but let's use this tape now. For instance, we can take one candlestick here. That's, we memorize this number, we put our TP there, 93805. See, 93805. Okay, it didn't go because it has passed that place. Okay, 94020. 94020. It didn't go. Definitely we have to leave it, because the reason is because it's almost at this resistance point. So now let's go to another crash. Let's go to crash 300. Let's put our, let me delete all these trend lines. So right now you can see this particular area. This area now, you can see this area is the resistance point. That's where there is something there pushing the market downward. So what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to put our trend line here like this. So we put our trend line there. So if this is where the breakout is now, so if the market passes here with one or two candlesticks, we can take some profit from this area before it get to the next resistance. You see, so that's what it is. So right now this is another resistance point. Let me show you. So this is a resistance point, and this is a resistance point also, and this is another resistance point. So for you to be successful in this, you must avoid all the places where there are resistance, because those places means that there is something there that is hidden that you and I are not seeing, that is pushing the market upward. So we've succeeded in putting trend lines here now on this market. So what we are going to do is that we are going to wait until it reaches this breakout. If it can break out from this place, we'll take some profit there. So let's go to the next one, crash 1000. We set our resistance, we set our trend line. So now yeah, let's put our trend line. This was a resistance point, and this was a resistance point. So you can see this was like a breakout. Let me show you. This point was the breakout. So immediately the market popped out of these two trend lines. You can see what happened there. What did you see there? The market sold until this point. So it's not just for you to when you encounter a breakout, not just for you to be greedy and say you want to take all these candlesticks. There are almost like 10 or 15 candlesticks here, but you can't take all. You just have to put your TP somewhere in between, because this is how you analyze the market. If you are analyzing the market, you have to think. Let's say maybe you have 10 candlesticks as a place that you can trade on. You have to put your candlestick at least for you to take like 3 or 4 candlesticks. Don't be greedy, because if you are greedy, you want to chop everything here, the market might not get to the top, it might pull back again. So you have to put that at the back of your mind. So you can see what happened right here. Let me take a screenshot. You can see what happened right there. Once the market broke out from these 2 resistance zone, what happened? It sold up. And the thing you have to be in noticing is that once a moving average, or once the market is at the oversold level, the 90 level is the oversold level. If you are on crash, if the market already gets to oversold level, don't say you want to enter a buy order. If the market has gone there, just wait for the market to come down to the list, then you can start from down again. It's better for you to be patient, for you to make your profit, than for you to be losing. So take note of that. So this is that. So let's go to what is left now is boom. Okay, let's check crash 300. Maybe there should be a breakout. No, you see, so this stuff is still here trying to stop this market from going further. So you can see. So we have to wait until we get that confirmation, until this candlesticks pops out of this trend line. Then we can take at least 2 or 3 candlesticks from here will be enough. So then what is left now is boom. So let's set the trend lines on boom 1000 for instance. Let's go. Okay, now look at a trade like this. What happens a trade like this? Okay, look at this point, for instance. Look at this point. A trade happened, a spike happened at this point. It got to level 90 down here like this. It got to level 90 here. It got to level 90, and when you enter the market, you hold up until, if you know you can't hold up, just put your TP somewhere very close that it can take it. But if you know you can monitor it, then you monitor it. Then it held up until this green line, this red line crosses this red candle, and this one, the blue line and the purple line down here also cross up here, and that is where you can leave the market. Okay, that's where you can leave the market. Then this was another resistance point where the market got to and it pulled back. Now that was that. Then right now, sometimes the market can be deceiving. A spike can just occur, just like this one on boom, and this blue line touches the level 90, but it's deceiving. So you have to wait for a while to see if the candlesticks are going to form before you start taking your action. So in this present market now, these are the trend line. This, I told you that green here means the spike. So this was where a spike, the market got to, and a spike occurred and it pulled back. So we are going to watch it for a while. All right, we are going to watch it for a while, but it has touched this level 90 though, but we don't know. So since we are not so sure, we can just put a little TP here, like 2073369. 2073369. We can just put a little 207 3369. So we can just put a little TP there. The reason why we put that TP very close to where the market is because we are not so sure if this is if this is a market that these two lines are going to definitely cross before a spike happens. You can see, and anywhere you see a folding market, the market is like the ticks, the candlesticks that are coming are very short, that which means the market is struggling to go to that position. It means it won't take long. If it struggles and the power that is holding it is stronger than it will push it back. So anywhere you see candlesticks, they are not doing well. Okay, for instance, our TP has been chopped, you can imagine. So we have put our trend lines now, so we leave that and then we go to boom 300. Let's try to set our TP now. Let's try to set our trend lines. Now the market got here and pull back the market got here again and pull back. Market got here and pull back. So this market seems not to be good. As you can see, is doing short, all these spike are short spike, and is doing zigzag movement. So this market, you leave it. It's not a good market. If you try to do anything on this market, they will get you, so you leave it. So we go to boom 500, for instance. Now the market has sold up. Look at where it started from and look at where it touched this 90 level. The market sold up until this point. So right now it's not a good time for you to enter the market because it's already it has sold up to the oversold level, which is level 10. So anything you are doing here, you are on your own. So you don't need to even put a trend line there. You leave it, because that market, you will have to wait until that market start from up again. So now let's check crash 1000, which we have put. Crash 1000 is still up there, so we have to wait because it's at the overbought level. So we have to wait until it comes down. So now we check crash 300. Wow, you see crash 300 has gotten, we didn't know because we were not checking, as I'm explaining, I didn't check. So look at this. Just imagine what happened here as the market broke out from this very point. The next thing, what did you see? The next thing, the market sold up to this point. So this is where the point at the market is now, is the point you would have put your TP. That's the point you would have put your TP. But right now you can't be putting any TP because where the market is now, it might pull back because it has already taken 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks. You see, that is a lot of money there. 4 candlesticks, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's one thing you should understand. So you can see my predictions were right. So let's check crash 500. You can imagine immediately the market broke out from this place. What did you see? Now the market is at the overbought level. You can't even enter at this moment. So I believe with this you will know how to place your trend lines. Like I told you before, make sure you are studying to know if the market is in an uptrend or in a downtrend. If the market was in an uptrend before and it has taken a reversal or a U-turn to be on a downtrend, that is, if spikes have started happening down, if you are on crash, or if you are on boom and spikes have started happening up, and you were on a downtrend before, you should know that you should leave the market. You should not that time allow the market to get to the destination it's going. When it gets there, it will cool down. The hot spirit that is in it will cool down. When it cools down, then you start with it. But if you enter the market as at the time it has taken a U-turn or a reversal, it will go against you. So these are analysis that you must take note of. It's a very simple thing, but you need to calm your head down for you to be able to study these things. So this will be all for now. If you got any questions, you can put your questions in the comment section, or you can send me a DM, and we'll treat it out. So this is, I believe by now you will know how to put your trend lines and how to take your little profits. You make a lot of money during trading this forex. But trading forex, remember, like I told you before, it does not agree with distractions. Things like somebody calling your phone when you are doing forex, or you are going to talk to somebody, or one of your neighbors just called you and said, oh, come and give me rice, or come and give me, and you think before you come back your money is gone. So it's where the time that you want to dedicate to the forex is between you and God and that forex. But if any distraction comes into you, they will get you. That's just the truth. So take note of these things. It's not for babies. So see you in the next video anyway.